Hello guys, I am a duck and I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make your presentation 1,000 times better than you guys will ever make it before. This is for Google Slide, PowerPoint, projects, group projects, or whatever project you guys are in to make your presentation on. Now here's the thing, I know that each school is different from each other on their rubric and criteria that you need to meet to get that grade. So remember, whatever they want you to have on that presentation, put it on that presentation to get that grade. But what I'm saying is that if you have that flexibility on how you can make your presentation, well, this is the one tip I want to give you guys to make it so much better. It's very easy to do and very simple to do as well. And matter of fact, many of you guys probably do this already, but you guys probably don't realize it, or you guys presented it pretty poorly. But let's say I'm making a presentation, okay? Let's say why ducks are the best. Let's say that. I'm totally not biased, even though it's made by a duck. I don't like this theme, so let's switch it really quickly. Let's do this one. Wow, this is not much better, but you know what? It's better than the default white theme. Anything is better than that theme. Anyways, on the second slide, let's say reasons why ducks are the best, okay? Let's get some bullet points going and say why ducks are the best. Let's say because ducks are yellow, that's definitely why they are the best. Ducks can swim 1,000 miles per hour. Ducks are small. We love small and cute things, you know. What else? Ducks weigh 0.2 grams. That's light as a feather, guys. What else? Ducks are adorable. We love adorable things. And ducks are the best because ducks can fly into space. That's the bullseye right there. That's why ducks are the best. The one thing I need to include though is 1 in 5 ducks are born with a hat. Now this is the last sentence. It's for my third slide later on, so don't worry about it. But my point here is that I want to put a bunch of information on the screen like any other student, okay? A lot of students, they just throw every single information they have on a slide. And they try to fit it all in one slide. And then they put 1 or 2 images to go along with it so it doesn't feel empty, which is bad. This is a bad slide. We do not want this. As a student, I'm not listening to this presentation. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna look at this slide, okay? I'm gonna be drawing in my notebook, staring at the wall, or looking at the clock, something like that. As long as I'm not looking at this presentation, it's just too much, okay? And the thing is that you probably won't listen as well, okay? And that's understandable. The presenter is trying to present you information, they're saying it, right? And then you have to follow along with the slide with a lot of information. No, okay? Either I'm gonna read the slide and ignore the presenter, or I'm gonna listen to the presenter and ignore the slide, okay? It's either or. I'm not doing both, okay? That's just, that might mess me up somewhere. And sometimes I might not even listen at all. But that's the point, okay? This is monotone and boring. We do not want this. Matter of fact, the teacher probably won't follow along. But if you guys look at the third slide, right? Let's say, for example, the third slide, right? A beautiful artwork made by me, a duck in a hat, okay? The thing is, if I go into the presentation like, did you guys know 1 in 5 ducks are born with a hat? And you're sitting there like, whoa, that's intriguing, that's interesting. Wait, is that true? But you got me hooked, tell me more. And I'm gonna be like, ducks are the best because they are yellow, you know, they're small and adorable, they can swim 1,000 miles per hour. And they can even fly into space, just like Superman. The thing about this slide is that it's simple and clean, and that is what we want. Sure, it doesn't have 1,000 information on the screen, but what it does have is attention from the audience, okay? It's simple for them to look at and listen to you as well, okay? It's not interfering between each other. And the thing is that you get the best of both worlds. Hannah Montana right there, guys. That's a good reference. But yeah, so you get the best of both worlds because you get the visual image from the picture and then you get the verbal from the presenter, right? Some students learn verbally, some students learn better with visuals, right? Right here, you get both. And that is what we want, something simple and clean. Truthfully, if there's a lot of information on the screen, no one's gonna follow along, okay? That's just too overwhelming for someone to remember. And what makes a good presentation? A good presentation is when after the presentation, you can go up to any audience and ask them, what is my presentation about? if they understood your presentation, they can give you in simple terms on what it is about. Sure, it won't be exact, obviously, but they understood it, and that is what makes a good presentation. But if you present a bunch of information like the second slide, and then they can't retain it later on, well, you failed. The presentation was poor. That's just how it is. But yeah, so let's say we're on our second slide, right? This is the information you guys are looking at, right? Most slides only stay up there for 1 or 2 minutes while the presenter is talking about it. Then they switch slides, right? So let's say you look at this for a minute, then boom, next slide. Now, can you guys tell me what was on my slide? The 7 things that were on my slide. Well, you're trying to remember it, right? Yeah, that's not a good sign, right? If you're trying to remember my my slide, then you probably didn't absorb my information that I was trying to tell you, which makes it a bad presentation. But here we have something simple, clean, and very easy to follow along. And you're probably wondering, well, what if the teacher called me lazy for just having a presentation with just images on them? Well, you guys can show them this video, okay? The truth is, if you guys are not prepared for your presentation, no matter what's on your slide, whether it's a good looking presentation or a poor looking presentation, you go up there and you present, it will show. You won't know what you're talking about. You're stuttering. You're struggling to keep consistent on what's on the slide and to what you're talking to. But if you know what you're talking to, what you're prepared, and you go up there, you stay consistent to what you're saying and what's on the slide with just the image, then they can't say anything. You know it. You have that knowledge and you're presenting it well. It just comes down to how you present your information, you know? No one likes anything overwhelming, okay? Teachers, students, no one does. And that's understandable. And that's the one tip I want to give you guys. Remember, less can be more if you guys do it correctly. Just remember that. Anyways, if you guys do enjoy, remember to leave that like, do subscribe for more duck content, and share to a friend or yourself that probably needs help with making a presentation. But remember guys, I am a duck and I am out.